PNG. Hey, PNG, and welcome. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Welcome. Trying to wait for a couple people to come in before I get into this live screen. Andrea, good morning. Good morning, y'all. For those of you that's coming in, if you have not subscribed to my new gardening channel, the link is pinned in the chat. The link is working because I've already checked it. So it is a good working link, and it is in the chat, y'all. Shatika Woods, hey. Let's see. Just getting some things set up, y'all. Then we're going to get into this live screen. Girl Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, and also on the garden channel, I'm going to redo my live stream from yesterday, my garden tour. So a full garden tour on the other channel. So if y'all want to pop out of this one and pop onto that live screen when I go live, I appreciate it. But the one yesterday didn't go well, so I deleted it, so it's not up. So I will be doing one over there talking about all the garden stuff and showing you what the garden looked like and everything that's in it. But that'll be after this live screen on that channel. So if you're not on that channel, you're going to miss out on some stuff because I'm doing a lot of filming today. I'm going to be in the same clothes and a couple videos on both channels because I'm doing a lot of filming. Y'all motivated me back up. I needed that. I got some vlogs to film. I'm just in a whole different headspace, okay? So we're working to get that other channel into monetization status. All right. So yeah, and also still be able to, grow our food, which this video in this live screen, you're gonna see why. Okay, so I'm gonna reveal something to y'all. Some of y'all probably like, I could never. Well, I am, because that's just who I am. I try to be as transparent with y'all as possible, okay? And life is life. Life be lifing. So, let's see who else is in here. Nikki Walker, a blessed day. Yes, ma'am. I hope you're having a blessed day too. PNG is speaking to everybody. Get ready to get some crawfish. I'll be listening. Ooh, yes, honey. Says, hi, hey from Florida. So happy to catch you live again. Very new to your channel. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to put up content on this and that channel is both of your channels. Thank you, Lisa Journey. Thank you. So we got 17 people in here. So let's go ahead and get into this because I don't want it too long. All right. So, let me just go ahead and say this. I'm not a doctor. Just a little disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physician. Or none of that. I give you what I have experienced and what I think will help somebody else. And you take it whichever way you want. Okay. Always contact your physician if you're changing things and all that. I don't want nobody to say, well, Mississippi girl told me to do this and it. We got to use our common sense too to know that everybody's body is different. So y'all know I told y'all for years I was off red meat and stuff, and 2020 I got sick, and it was what I was eating and my gallbladder. But the gallbladder wasn't taken until last year when it became inflamed and full of infection. If it would have burst, it was zero functioning. Y'all know the story on that. Y'all know what happened. If you're new to the channel, in my community chat, I will repost that video of what happened last year to me, far as the days I kept going to the hospital. It was very close. Okay. That was my first surgery. I have not hit a year yet, but I'm thankful. I'm almost May 18th. God said the same will be 1 year since surgery. And oh my goodness, it's been a good experience, but I am noticing some things now that I wasn't noticing just without having a gallbladder. And I think it's because my body is now regulating. Okay. But I say that to say this: I have been one to be gluten and dairy free. Okay. And what I have realized over the past couple months, when I got back on eating regular, it's a no for me. It's a no for my kids. Now I have contacted my kids' doctors, and I asked them, is gluten something that they need in their diet? And the doctor told me, she was like, people don't understand what gluten does to our bodies. Gluten has no nutritional value. Gluten does nothing but inflames the body. It inflames our organs. Gluten is found in almost everything. People that have celiac disease, gluten is very, very bad for them. Some people have bad reactions. But if you don't have celiac disease, or you don't have a gluten intolerance or a gluten allergy, because those are the two things. Now, I'm telling you from what I know, because I've experienced this. I've went through this. I've changed my lifestyle for over a year, doing strictly gluten and dairy free, no dairy, no gluten in my body. Okay. And that was back 2020 to 2021. What I did notice is I lost weight. I went back there. I went down to 105. If y'all been following me, I went from 145 to 105. And all I did was cut out those two. And I felt amazing. My gallbladder stopped bothering me. It wasn't until last year, well, I say 2022, I started adding more food, because I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I don't want to be too skinny. I'm 105 now. I got to do something. So I started eating everything to gain weight back. And I did that. Now I'm 148.5. And I started adding the gluten, adding everything back in, and I started gaining. And a person that has GERD, which is gastroesophageal reflux disease, me and my children have GERD. I've had it ever since I was like I was a baby, but it wasn't diagnosed to what it was until about 6 years old. So this is something I'm not new to. Also with me having OCD, that's another thing. Food plays with my mental. A lot of people don't understand that. Food, the different type of food that you put in your body, a lot of sugar, a lot of fat. Dairy is full of fat. Yeah, dairy is full of fat. I don't care how much they try to cut it or whatnot, it's full of fat. And it just don't work for me. And if you are having some of the issues that I'm talking about, then yeah. So 2022, I put everything back in. 2023, if y'all remember, I remember to this day, I was outside on the deck and I kept saying my stomach is doing something. I'm getting this tightness. It'll go away in a couple of days. Well, that didn't happen. But like I say, I'll put that video up for y'all that's new, that didn't get to see what happened. But I will say my gallbladder was about to burst. It had turned and was sitting on my small intestine. And I had a duct that was blocked. It was bad, y'all. And some people say if they didn't get it out when they did, you probably wouldn't be talking to us, because it would have burst and sent my body into sepsis. And y'all know that's bad. So I'm very, very thankful for that. I'm thankful that it took me 4 days of going, but I'm glad that one of the doctors was like, no, this guy, I'm thankful for that. So yeah. So, back to this. you're gonna see in some of my vlogs where I'm going back, me and the kids, to gluten and dairy free. And I want to show y'all my results from before and after. So in this vlog, in this live screen, I have done it before on the channel. And I have gotten people say, "Oh, I wouldn't show that." That's you. I'm an open book. That's the type of human being I am. So what you may be scared to show or embarrassed to show, I'm not. Because it's life. It's life. I have had 3 children. All of them I had some people say it matters, but either way, whether you done had C-section or you done pushed them out, you still had 3. I didn't have, I pushed every one of them out. Okay. So it's like your body is not going to be, no matter how you had them, you done had children. Okay. So that's what I'm trying to say. And it's life. I'm not ashamed or nothing like that. I'm blessed. So, and I had complications not during my pregnancies. I always had complications in the delivery room. So with the last one, almost took me out. So I count my blessings. So you're gonna see now. One thing about it, because I've done this, it can be done, and you feel amazing. One thing I can say, gluten and dairy-free products are expensive. They are. But there's a lot of things you can buy and eat that you can make yourself, that you don't have to buy those things. So I will be showing you my ideals. It'll be in my blogs, what I'm eating. Another issue is me and my daughter has low iron, and I'm just finding it out. But my daughter, I found out about her like 2 years ago. So that's another thing to work on, which made me incorporate red meat, because I went like probably about 13 years, no pork and no beef. Okay. And that could have been my issue, because with iron, heme iron is better than non-heme iron. Non-heme iron is what you get from your plants and stuff. Remember all those times that I said we're going to go pescatarian? I told y'all it was different from my body adjusting. That's different, because I've made adjustments in my diet all my life. And I know that taking out meat, I've always been a meat eater. Even growing up, I needed meat. And to take that away, y'all know I done tried that a couple times. To take that away, it was just that one day. It was just, now I understand. My body needs the meat. It needs it because I need that heme iron. Heme iron is is from animals, okay? Non-heme is from plants. A lot of salads and stuff, you may be like, oh, a salad is healthy. It don't digest with me. Raw vegetables don't digest well with me because I have GERD. Okay. So when you put all that together, some of you may be experiencing what I'm talking about and never got to understand it. But it's simple, but it does require you to change what you're putting in. So I'm already familiar with no dairy, no gluten. So it's easy for me to go back into this and be like, hey, yeah, I remember. Follow my heart. Follow your heart. Follow my heart. I think I got some in there. Hold on, y'all. I can show y'all real quick what I'm talking about. I had some. I knew I had some. So it's follow your heart. This one right here, let me tell y'all about this. This right here, that's the best cheese that's dairy free that I like. A lot of the Dahlia and Violife, I couldn't do that. That did not agree with me. Those cheeses did not agree with me. They are dairy free vegan cheese. Okay. Now, I'm not a vegan, but things when you go dairy free and gluten free, you'll realize a lot of those things are in the vegan section, and it is vegan. But it'll tell you on here it's soy free, lactose free, vegan. But this smoked Gouda by Follow Your Heart, oh yeah. Now, some people can do Dahlia, some people can do Violife. I tried all that. Like when it comes to ice cream, there's only one that I can really, really do, and I think I got that one in the freezer too. What is it? Let me show y'all. So just give you some hints, some on what I'm. I think I got one of those left. So this one right here, I love it. Okay, this is the ice cream. It's by So Delicious, and it's salted caramel cluster, and it's made with cashew milk. Now, So Delicious has some made with almond milk. They have some made with coconut milk. They don't agree with my body, even though they dairy free ice cream. This one right here is about the only one. And then if it do agree, I don't like it. I don't like. I don't like. I don't like but they got one that's banana, and I thought that was gonna be good. I cannot. Ugh. To me though. But this one right here, So Delicious, salted caramel cluster, is really, really good. I have to be careful because of the chocolate that's in it. It's crazy. The chocolate will mess with my GERD if I eat it too much. Okay. So, but I digest this very well. I digest this better than I would dairy ice cream. Because there's something, if you deal with GERD, there's something that's called you can have a delayed reaction to GERD. You eat it, you think you're good, and then it's just like bam. Couple days later, you having all the effects from what you ate. Come here and get one of them to put this back in the freezer. But this is some of the stuff you're going to see. It's not going to be your normal stuff out the store because I have to get back to the way I get back. Now, for about a week, I have been already started lessening myself on, put that in the yellow freezer. I have already been lessening myself, and y'all see my eyes. I don't know if you can tell. The white part of my eyes has like a little blue tint. Me and Tatiana get that. That's from our iron being low. Yeah. So more meat. And I'm going off the gluten. It's gonna be in my vlogs. What I eat, you'll be able to see. The garden, having a garden works. Now, let me just go ahead and show you this. So today is May 9th. My brother's birthday is the 11th and my uncle's the 12th. Okay. It's that I don't know why I was thinking today is like I don't know why I thought today was the 3rd. Yesterday I thought was Thursday. I don't know. So what I'm about to show y'all is I'm not shamed. Okay. I've had kids. I've went through this surgery, and that's another thing. When you're cut in your midsection, whether it's cesarean or whether it's some type of procedure or whatever, it is hard. As if it wasn't hard before then, it's hard to lose weight for some people in the midsection. So now I have something else on me is the fact that I don't have a gallbladder. And that right there caused me, I noticed I've been eating crazy, but I noticed you gain weight quicker. So I'm about to show you my midsection, okay? I'm about to show you the raw, uncut deal. Some of you, if you don't want to see it, get off the live screen right now. If you feel like, oh, it's gross, if you don't want to see something like that, get off the live screen because we're going to keep it real over here. This is the only way I know how to be, okay? I'm going to keep it real, all right? So I'm going to show you what I look like in my midsection. So starting today, for breakfast, I had a big bowl of cooked spinach. I needed to have some eggs, maybe 2 boiled eggs with it to help with because that's where I would get some iron from. But hey, I'm getting it together, okay? Now I'm gonna wait because I got UPS coming to my house and this window open. I ain't gonna sit here and do that. He be thinking I'm trying to flash him or something. I'm gonna wait till he drop mine. That's my phone. It was supposed to come yesterday, y'all. The mail service has been so backed up. I think that's my phone. So I needed to get a new phone. Um, for many reasons. Nothing wrong with this one, but it's something going. I don't know. So I need to get a new phone. So that's it. I'm glad it's here so I can get that taken care of. But so if you don't want to see, if you don't want to see, if you don't want to see, go. Okay, go. This is not for you. All right. So this is what I'm working with as of now. I have a goody good. This is how my stomach look as of now. Now, a week ago, I was bigger. I was a little bigger. Just cutting out the dairy. This is what my stomach looked like as of now. I am 148.5 pounds. Got on the scale today. As y'all can see how I'm starting to like form here. I haven't done no exercise, no nothing. If you see the marks here, right here, right here, right here. These are my scars from having the gallbladder removed last year. They also cut me from here to here. So that is why now my navel didn't used to look like this. It looks like this now since that surgery. Because they had to fold me in and then stitch from the inside and glue on the outside. So you could see where they folded my skin inward. It was crazy. But this is what I'm looking at. And I got a little bit of back fat. If you see any more little dots, they about gone. Y'all know I went with the Petal Rice's Roselle. I ended up dealing with that last year. And it will break you out, but all the spots have pretty much left. I was polka dotted up, okay? So this is what my stomach look like right now. So this is what be under my shirt. And I'm not worried about trying to get this down. I want to continue to be healthy. And I want to have more energy. And this is where I hold a lot of my fat at. I hold it here, okay? But you can see where I'm forming, like here and like here. And this is what we're going to work on. And I'm not going to do nothing but do my house cleaning. But do my house cleaning and forget that. Do my house cleaning. And if you see in the videos I told y'all before, if you see a little gut hanging out, hey, that's life. That is what it is. I'm finna stop putting my shirt, my pants that be cutting off some things. My food don't be digested. So I'm gonna stop doing that. So now you was able to see that's the real me. That's the real me. Okay. And going off the gluten and dairy, knowing my lifestyle, and it's not a diet. This is not a diet. This is a lifestyle. I've already tried this and I know what works. Even when the kids was doing it, they said they felt so much better. It's time to take a break off and all this junk. Not even a break, just change it completely. I still have my gluten-free breads and stuff like that. That's when I was making a lot of gluten-free breads. No gluten whatsoever. If I got some stuff in here now that Oronde don't want to eat and like he don't care for, and it's got gluten and dairy, it's leaving. Okay, I can donate it to the Salvation Army. If it's not open, it's leaving because I don't want it around me. Everything will be straight gluten and dairy free. Almond milk, rice milk, and stuff like that I could get to keep on the shelf. But yeah, so those of you that just coming in, I just revealed my gut. So if you don't want to see it, if you go back and watch the replay and you don't want to see that, then don't watch that part, okay? But that's what it is. That's where I'm at. I see y'all commenting and I can't see my screen because I'm blind. So let me put on my glasses. But I said it's time to make some changes. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel the same way. All right. But you don't have to go kill yourself in the gym and all that. It starts with what you put in your mouth. When I tell you, I lost weight just getting off the gluten and the dairy. I know the dairy is doing something to my body. That's not good. I know how I feel. And you have to pay attention to your body and after you eat certain things to know that, okay? Let's see. Thank you, Lisa Journey, for hitting the like button. I'm trying to see where I left off. Hey, Stephanie. Yes, I'm having a blessed day. I hope you is too. I have gone gluten-free. It feels so much better. Yes, I'm going back to it. I did it for a little over a year, and it was amazing. Y'all had so much energy. It was amazing. That's where Amazing Grace Garden is going to come in at, because now I know I need to, and like I told y'all, grow the summer stuff so you can freeze for the winter, grow the winter stuff so you can freeze for the summer. That's what I'm doing. So we are only BC saturated milk past childhood. We don't need milk. Also, gluten banned in Europe. Gluten in America is banned in Europe. It is totally a different gluten. Wow. I notice when I eat gluten, it makes me feel PMS and LOL, but seriously not good for us. Gluten is old time of old time. It's not the same as today. Nope, it's not. It's ancient grains and gluten is not bad for us. Yes. You love that brand? You're talking about the cheese, I'm guessing, Big Niecy. Hey, Snowball fell from a tree. I'm doing well, Jacqueline. Hope you're doing well too. Amazing digestive issue with pizza crust and pasta. Recently started using Barilla plant-based pasta, and it's a game changer. Yes. I'm gonna go back basically plant-based stuff, but I can't call it a vegan or nothing like that because I gotta have meat. Like I say, I think I messed myself up when I took it out because I've always been that type that I had to have meat. And when I look up eating for your blood type, my blood type is I'm in the O family. It's something that we miss in our blood anyway, that we need the meat. Okay, so that's why you have a lot of people that they become vegans and they say they got sick. They was vegan for years and they was getting sick because some of us need that. Some people can take it away and be fine, but some of us need that. And you got to look at, like, I have an iron deficiency, iron deficiency anemia, and you got to look at that I need that heme iron, okay? But you got some people that is anemia. There's different types of anemia. There are some people that has too much iron. They body has too much iron. And this came from my kid's doctor, and she said that's a different type of anemia. So they probably can go with eating just plant-based, and that's probably best for them. But as for me, I need the meat, okay? I need the meat. Hey, Rodriguez Perry, what's up? Where did you get the cheese from? Publix. I know Publix have that one. It's another one I like. That was the smoked Gouda. I like that one, and I like their mozzarella one. I don't care for the American cheese one, but I follow your heart. I don't like that one. But the smoked Gouda and the mozzarella, is it mozzarella or the provolone? No, the provolone and the smoked Gouda. I like those two. Got you. Lover too, yes. So y'all see what I'm working with. So I will give updates on just how my gut, you'll probably be able to see it in the videos, how I slim down around my waist, just by changing my diet. I could actually go in tone, and stuff, but I'm not worried about that now. I'm still trying to heal my body. I'm not finna go and try to do all that extra for that. I'm not trying to have a snatched waist. I'm not finna do that to myself. I'm not to, as long as I'm happy, I'm not gonna um what is it? Impress, I guess, society saying your waist got to be flat and got to be this. I'm not finna. No, I'm not gonna do that. So it's just all about, having more energy. And as us prepping and, prepping for things and stuff like that, you need to make sure that you have energy and your weight is at a good temp, because that's gonna decide how much you can move, how much you can, what you can do. So those things will be in the vlogs, and you will see that, because you'll be like, oh well, wait a minute, why is she buying it? That's why I'm telling you, it's a lifestyle change. So definitely I'm gonna go through some stuff, and if it's gluten in it, I'm taking it somewhere if he don't want it. Because me and the kids is doing, and basically when you're doing gluten, gluten free, it's a win-win situation, because you're staying away from a lot of that processed stuff anyway. You're staying away, you can make your own pies and stuff that's gluten free. They even have gluten free, but like I say, it is expensive. I spent a lot of money when I first started gluten and dairy free, because I was buying and trying different things. And I can, I'm still going to buy different things. But even when you go gluten free, there is one thing that you need to pay attention to, and that is tapioca flour. That is not the best thing, but it is in most of the gluten free products. Okay, so you have to know different things. And like I say, I learned all about it. I feel like I'm a veteran when it comes to gluten free now, because I had to learn everything at the drop of a dime. I had to start my whole diet over, and that was in 2020, that was the doctor had told me to do, stop everything, restart everything. And that's what I did. And I think that's how I got from 2020 to 2023 on my gallbladder. But once I started back eating things, it went out. I guess it couldn't do it no more. So yeah. Yeah, God bless you for having the willpower. Thank you, honey. So I hope this this done shine the light on some of y'all. I hope it motivates you to get out there and to grow your food, because that's gonna be a big thing. So with me, it's gonna look more like meat, vegetables, and fruit. We done found these potatoes, and I was sharing with y'all on a vlog. I may pick up some today, so you'll get a vlog. For those, I do have a video coming out with what's in my pantry and my emergency pantry. Now, that type of stuff I'll probably leave in there, but I won't be buying no more gluten items to go in there. And I think the most of the stuff I got in there is probably going to be, it's not a whole abundance of stuff. So I may just take it out. To be honest, I'll probably just take it out. Ain't no need of having it. So all my flour, when I make my breads and stuff, is going to be gluten free. Okay, everything gluten free. I want that stuff. I'm gonna take it out, because I want that stuff out of my house. If it's something that me and the kids gonna eat, I want it out of my house. I really do. It's not good. It's not the same gluten like someone said from back in the olden days. It's not good. It do not give you no nutrients, and that's coming straight from a doctor. Okay, so not me being a doctor, but I'm telling you what a doctor has told me. It has no nutritional value. And for those of you that may not know, gluten is a binding agent. Gluten is what binds your cakes and your pies, make them sticky. That's what that is. That's what gluten is. And there's a lot of snacks and stuff that you can buy that's gluten free, and I will be purchasing them. Things that I already know. Things that I already know about from being on this lifestyle before, and I will show y'all. I'm gonna tell you, when I wanted candy, Skittles and Airheads was my favorite go-to, because they was gluten free. They have them gluten free. So There's different things I know. Like right now, I can go to Publix or even Food Line, but mostly I would get my stuff from Publix because Publix cater to people that has gluten intolerance. And I know gluten bother me. I haven't been told if I have celiac disease or not, but I know gluten bothers me. Publix cater to people with celiac disease. And if a person has celiac disease, they have a problem with gluten, a very bad problem with gluten. So Publix is one of the grocery stores that really cater to gluten stuff. So gluten-free stuff. So I could find a lot of my stuff, even my sandwich meats. I told y'all when I buy sandwich meat, it won't digest with me. It makes me sick. I have to go to the deli and get Boar's Head. Boar's Head sandwich meat is gluten-free. That sandwich meat is gluten-free. Yes, I have to pay more, but I'm saying to myself now, paying more and my health, I'll spend the money and pay more because I can't eat sandwiches like the sandwich meat. So I cannot eat that. It has so many added preservatives. That stuff, when I eat it, it seems like it gets stuck and it just will not digest. But when I eat the Boar's Head, which I get from Publix from their deli, I don't have no issues. I don't feel like I'm about to just like it's horrible. My anxiety don't go through the roof. It's bad when you eat things and your anxiety go through the roof because it wasn't the right thing. And so me and the kids all have the same issues. So that's why it's important. Some people say, oh, we ate spinach this morning. Some people be like, that's not enough food. Let me tell y'all something. And I know where I'm from. Being from Mississippi, we eat. That's one of our hospitalities is food. We want everybody to eat. We want everybody to eat. So, but it's what we eat. I told y'all my chitlins, my pig feet, my stuff like that. I love it. I will say a lot of people back home put a lot of salt on stuff. Just it's be lemon pepper seasoning that's got salt in it. That Lawry's salt, sea salt got salt in it. Garlic salt. You're not understanding that you're not getting pure garlic, you getting garlic salt. And it's all about gotta have that flavor. That's not good. It's not good. So I've had people say, oh, you're not feeding the kids enough. No. You don't know your information. We should not, and I have done it because I love to eat. We should not sit down for any meal and eat a big plate of food. Your body is a vessel. Our body cannot and is not supposed to take in that amount of calories, that amount of sodium, and that amount of sugar at one time. So if it's not lasagna with 3 different cheeses on it and some garlic bread and some salted green beans or some greens and everything and some fried chicken thrown on top of it, then they tell you, oh, you're not eating. No, we eating. We just not eating that. I done came a long way from eating like that because my body just no, and so people that is not getting the information, not looking up, not learning things, those are the people that feels like you got to eat all that or else you're considered not eating. If you're not big as a house with a big behind and all this, not snatch weights, big behind and all that, they feel like you're not healthy. Like I've had so many people, oh, you need to eat more. You need to put some meat on them bones. I ain't say be skinny. No, I'm not talking about that because I was skinny. I was 100 pounds after I had Tatiana. After I had my first child, I was 100 pounds after I delivered her. But I was only 90 pounds when I got pregnant. And I got pregnant at 18. So that tells you I've always been slim. But I was always criticized, oh, you need to eat. Now that I'm grown and I understand everything, it's like, no. I'm not supposed to be huge to be considered healthy. That's not how it goes. That's a lot of weight and stuff on your bones, on your organs, and it's not healthy. It's just not. So I don't care. As long as I'm healthy, I don't care about the appearance. As long as I'm doing things healthy. So if I'm not with hippie and butt and all that stuff, I'm fine as long as I'm healthy, because I'm not trying to please society. Okay. And y'all know I just had a physical. I'm healthy. I don't have cholesterol. I don't have diabetes. I don't have none of that stuff. So I'm trying to keep it that way because I am getting older. I am getting older. So got to keep it that way. And that's just the way I feel about it. And I did the research and I done lived the lifestyle so I can share with y'all the lifestyle, because I've done it. I just got off my rocker and did something else. So yeah, so we're not supposed to do that. If you eating a large amount of food and then you sleepy, you sluggish, and it's just like, you can't, brain fog. That's telling you right there, you ate too much and you ate the wrong stuff. But I'm telling you, from somebody that's done it, eating lighter, I'm a foodie. So eating lighter and eating right allows me to eat more. I can just keep chugging my face with stuff as long as I know what I'm putting in. So with us having meat, we not pescatarians, I mean polypescatarian or nothing like that. We're not vegan or nothing, because I have to have meat. Our body makeup, we have to have meat. We can't do the vegan. It's not going to work for us with our iron levels being low, our hemoglobin. And so we got to have meat. So we know I got to have meat, but all this extra stuff, dairy is a no. Okay. The gluten is a no. Fresh veggies, cooked, of course, because raw vegetables are hard to digest. They say eat yours a green salad. Yes, eat the salad. But for some of us that don't digest, that salad will lay in your stomach for days. And you should not have nothing that you ate on Monday still in your body on Friday. And it will do it. It is hard to break down. So having greens, having spinach, and cooking it will help. But you take some of the nutritions out of stuff when you cook it. I get it. I know why they say eat raw, because you're taking in a lot of the vitamins and stuff. When you cook it, you do deplete some of those vitamins. But at the end of the day, if you're eating it and you're having your meat, the right type of meat, you're having your meat, you're eating your vegetables, and you're eating a lot of fruit, it ain't going to be able to deplete too much of it, because you're constantly putting in those good vitamins and those good fats and stuff like that. So I'm ready to get back. And then I have to look at my children. I have to do what's best for them. Any mother gonna want what's best for their kids. And I'm not gonna sit here and know knowledge and experience stuff and then don't try to do what I can to get them in the right direction. Their little bodies and stuff need the nutrients, and they don't need all the junk. They don't need all that. And I'm trying to teach them, you got to eat. You got to eat. I'm not telling them do not eat. It's what you eat. So yes, you got to eat. This is not a diet lessening calories or nothing. This is all about a lifestyle and making sure you have the nutrients and stuff that you need in your body. Okay. So that is how I look at it. Just no dairy and no gluten. I think somebody asked me, let me see, have I tried almond flour? No, I haven't tried almond flour yet. I just buy that. I was buying that. Who is it? My bread flour is King Arthur. King Arthur. Just a regular bread flour, gluten free bread flour, bread flour. I can't even talk. Oh yeah. I'm just tuning in, so I have to go back to the beginning. I just heard you say something about gallbladder that caught my attention. Yes, gallbladder. Had emergency gallbladder surgery last year. having it taken out. I'm guessing if that caught your attention, I'm guessing you either having issues with your gallbladder or you done had it taken out. I read that one. Hey, Verdi. Girl, really glad to catch your live. Love you. Love you too, Verdi. And thank you for coming in. Hey, Colita Tate. Good morning. I have an air fryer. I make breaded pork chops and fries in that baby. No oil. I understand. I got you, Verdi. Being real is the only way to be. Real talk. You are what you eat. Exactly. I'm a foodie. It's a stubborn Puerto Rican thing. Eat to live, not that's Big Niecy. I gotta put that on a shirt. That is something. When I was going through 2020 with the thing, that was something my uncle, and he's more like a dad to me because he helped, my granny raised me. So I look at him more as a dad, father figure. And he told me when I was going through, he said, you want to eat to live, not live to eat. And that's what I've been thinking about lately, what he told me. He's like, because he knows about how I've been sick. I was sickly when I was a child. He knows all, because he was the one taking me to the hospital, all my GERD, all the tests they run, my stomach just ain't. I was born with a stomach that just is very sensitive. So he told me, he was like, look, it was when I was going back and forth to the hospital in 2020. He said, you got to eat to live, not live to eat. And I need to get that on a shirt because that is what I try to, go by and think about from time to time when I think about something I'm finna put in my mouth, because that was the first time I heard that when it came, when he told me that's what we want to be trying to do, So that's what made me go gluten and dairy free in 2020. But I'm telling you, when I got down that weight, I wasn't incorporating a lot of meat. I wasn't incorporating potatoes because I was scared I was going to throw my. So that's how I really lost, because I wasn't eating a lot of carbs neither. But now that I know how to keep my weight and just still not have that dairy and that gluten, I'm ready. He said, I'm guilty of both. LOL. I used to be guilty of living to eat. LOL. A lot of us just got here. Friends call Rocky Road ice cream my antidepressant. And I'm not telling nobody not to have it. I'm not telling nobody not to have it. I'm just telling you, if you feel you having an issue with certain things, eliminate it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. So I hope y'all enjoy. You're not going to see the traditional stuff that, be in people's shopping halls and stuff like that. Just letting y'all know what I'm working on. And like I said, I got to put it in my calendar. May 18th. I mean, not May 18th, May 9th. Was the day that I showed you my stomach again, and we're going to see how hold on. We're going to see we're going to see exactly how everything look, how toned my gut may look, what my weight is. As of today, 148.5. So yeah, I'm trying to get back to 135, but I'm not finna do no gym. I used to do gym. I used to have a personal trainer. I used to be very competitive. Some of y'all figured out some things when you saw that boxing stuff. PNG was like, I saw what you said, PNG. It's like, wait, you guys are I've done a lot of things, okay? So that's why I say that's another thing. It's not hard for me to just dive back in. I'm that type, I would go cold turkey with a lot of things. I used to do martial arts. I used to do. I'm tomboyish. I'm tomboyish. I used to do so many different things. So that's why I learned. I'm not gonna tell y'all to do this, but that was the first time I experienced eating raw eggs. I remember we went in for practice, for training, or whatever you want to call it, and it was early that morning. And when we get in, we was handed a cup, a plastic cup, and he had us in line. And it's like, I hope y'all ain't ate breakfast, because that was the thing. Before, he literally told us the couple days before, when we come to practice, do not have breakfast. Do not, when we come to training, do not have breakfast. It was like 6 in the morning, and Went gave us a cup. And we standing there, in line, in position or whatnot, and as he come roll a rolling cart full of eggs, and we had to drink 2 raw eggs. He made us come to him one by one, crack the eggs in the thing, and we had to eat. Like, I was saying, I'm not finna do this. I'm not finna do this. And I ended up doing it. It was all about discipline. It was all about strength. It was all about, overcoming your fears. And he felt like that was the best protein ever. And I was like, I still don't think I could do it again. It was thick, and it was slimy, and it was just, I kept gagging. It was just, and he kept saying, hold it in, hold it in. It better not come up. I was like it was just, but I wanted to prove to him that I could do it. I didn't want to be the only one that couldn't drink the egg. I didn't want to be the only one. So, he's like, he was that type that when it comes to me, he would dare me. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. And I'm just like, it took everything in me not to throw them 2 eggs up. And I'm just sitting there. He's like, you better not do it. You better not do it. If you do it, you didn't prove me right. You didn't prove me wrong. And we know, I was very competitive. I'm just looking at him like, and I'm like, oh no, oh no. So, I got out of a lot of things when I started practicing my faith back. My faith never left, but when I started practicing my faith, and I know martial arts is teaching violence, and it takes a lot of different things. But one of the things is violence, because you're training to fight, you're training to do this. So a lot of things I did step back from. But I was using it too to help with my core. After that accident, I wanted something to help me stay in shape and straighten my core and my mind, and not thinking that getting kicked in your legs and stuff that's not, no, that's not, that was another thing too. Because there was a lot of leg kicks. There was a lot of things had to kick, and I was thinking, okay, I don't think that's gonna be. So that was another thing. But at first, I thought it was like the best solution, you know. So it's a lot of things I've tried and been and done a lot of things. Um when it comes to stuff like that, you would look at me and be like, "What, really?" So, but I'm to this day, I'm tomboyish. I like things like that. Those things excite me, challenges and stuff like that. So, changing things like this, your lifestyle. If you got, like, so I said, that Rocky Road ice cream, that's a challenge to let that go. If it bothers you in some type of way. Some people don't have an issue, but if it's something you feel like, hey, there's too many calories, I'm eating this too much, then you gotta have that discipline to, yeah, let it go. And I normally dive into things cold turkey. That's me. I don't like to. I'm like, okay, it got to be done. Let's go ahead and do it. I don't like to sit around and like, okay, well, let me. If I done made up my mind to do it, then I'm going to dive right into it. 2020, I made up my mind gluten and dairy free. I dive right into it. Right into it. I started reading all the labels. right into it. And that's just me. But everybody is not like me. We're all different. So you may have to slow roll into it, okay? And that is okay. That is definitely okay. Um, let's see. It's cherry. Oh, I like that one too. PNG and Chunky Monkey. Oh, yes, that shirt was sale. Yes. Thank you for putting my wish list in the chat, PG. Somebody asked me in one of the, I think her name was Miss Dolores. I got to respond back to you. Asked me how to get to my wish list. Um, I'm gonna put it probably in the community tab or something like that. But I did not respond. And it's nothing you said nothing wrong. It's just that I remember when I saw that message, I was busy. I just saw it and I'm like, okay, I gotta respond back to that. But I just put it in the community tab. Thanks for your good information. You're welcome, Birdie. I try, honey. I try. Hey, Rav. You started laughing when I said about that ate of raw eggs. I'm telling y'all, I never forget that experience. Like, that man had us come here at 6 a.m. told us don't eat nothing. And he gonna pull something like this. He was cool though. He was cool. He was all about he was probably about 5 feet tall, but he had that posture and he taught us well. He taught us very well. Very well. And I will say some of the teachings of how, not to be confrontational very quickly and stuff like that. It literally, I could say I still got things that I could carry with me. It calmed me down a lot. That's why I take so much before it's just like enough is enough. And I think it's because of that discipline. Because before you even learn the fight and that type of the martial art part, he taught you the mental part. He taught you, just because you're doing this and you're progressing, that don't mean go out there and start fights with people and stuff like that. Because he taught the discipline part. You got to be calm. You got to, let it happen when there is no other option. You didn't just go straight in. And I really, really like that. Because I was that type at one point where the minute you you acted like you wanted to go, I was just so discipline, it really, really helped. So I can't say I took a lot from doing it. I started following the information in the Eat Right for Your Blood Type book, early 90s. It's been a way of life for me over 30 years. I've never heard of that book, but I know when I got off the beef and the pork, like I said, I did that for like 13 about 10 years before I started back eating it. Yeah, and it was just eat for I did all mine off in line, just looked up my blood type, what to eat, and I followed that. And a lot of it was red meat. Now that I have the iron issue, I can have red meat, but there's other options than red meat that's still meat. My fish, my poultry, chicken. That those things are high in, and I think the reason, because like I told y'all, when I called to see had my hemoglobin been low before, they told me it was low in 2016. I had a emergency room visit in 2016, and my hemoglobin was low, but they never told me. And then last year was low. So I go back on those times. I remember 2016, we was doing a lot of moving and stuff, and I wasn't eating much. And I think that's why I think I'm dropping when I go not eating much. And then I've been trying to change. So let's see, 2020, the gallbladder started bothering me, but it wasn't until last year when it came out. So that goes that I wasn't taking in a lot of meat because I was trying to keep my gallbladder from giving out on me. So from 2020 to last year, I lived trying to not eat this. Oh, that's greasy meat. I don't want to have no gallbladder issue and then have to have surgery. And guess what happened? It ended up going out on me anyway. and I had to have surgery. No time to plan or nothing like that. So I think that's how my hemoglobin got low, because I wasn't trying to eat certain things. I was scared of food because of the gallbladder. I knew it was bad. I knew it was going out, and I felt like I could fix it, but you can't fix it. That's one of them organs you can't fix. When it's bad and it's going out, is and you have two different types of gallstones. So you got one that is dissolvable, and you got one that's not. And mine's, from the way they talk, it wasn't none that was designed. It had always blocked my duct last year, so it had to go. It was at that point, your liver levels and stuff go up, your pancreas and stuff is infected. It had to go. So when I look back, I wasn't eating enough meat, and I think that was my problem. I think that's why my iron is where it's at now. And then I found out, having that type of surgery, the laparoscopic or whatever, people tend to end up having low iron. But see, now that I know, I went into that surgery with low iron. So I think I wasn't eating. I wasn't eating the proper things, because I was trying to stay on the plant base so I wouldn't mess up the gallbladder in my mind, and I think that was my problem, because it still did it. It still did it. So let's see. My first husband was judo instructor with a jerky. And I understand what you mean, Jacqueline. I understand. I understand. Hey, Sheila Wheeler. My instructor was really, really, he was serious, but like I say, he did not want you going out there starting anything. It was all about discipline. It was all about staying calm and only using your training when you have no other option, not just because you can. And I tell anybody, you can have all the type of training, when it comes to that stuff. But I'm gonna tell you, these days and time, people is quick to pull a trigger. They don't do what they normally do, and there's nothing you can do towards that. You could know how you can have all type of training, but when they get there with that piece, there's nothing you can really do. Especially, you can risk, fighting and taking it. And my crazy self. I'm not gonna get in detail, but this just in details. Tell you how bad it was. I actually fought with someone over that had a loaded gun. And it's like, when I think about that now, like, God was with me. That thing could have went off, but we fought over it. Me trying to take it from them, which I succeeded. But it's the fact that the gun was loaded. And when I think about it, that could have been bad. That's the when you go through so much and people just push your button, sometimes you don't think. And that's why I say, y'all, I'm not perfect. I've had them stupid moments in my, it was, let me see, when this happened, I was in my early 20s. And I have to calm down a lot, because that could have been bad. That could have been bad. I got it from him and I took the clip out. But it's just the fact that you struggled with someone, instead of just and honest to God truth. Y'all may think honest to God truth. I thank God so much that thing did not go off. I've had my stupid moments, but I've learned from my mistakes. That's the problem. That's the thing. I've learned from it. Sometimes we do things and we don't think. And I didn't think. I didn't think. I went into, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. Not thinking about no well-being. I gotta get it. So would I do that now? Nah. Unless you coming at me, I would probably, if you're there and you holding me or hostage or something, and I get an opportunity to try to take it from you, yes. But just I wouldn't do that now. So blessings, another blessings. That's why I say you'll never know everything about a person. Um, you'll never know everything about a person, but sometimes I think about that situation and I just thank God that it didn't turn out in a bad way, you know, in a bad way. But things happens. Okay. Things happens, okay? You know, it is what it is. Um okay, I have a complaint. I think PNG could see me through the screen and found out a chunky oh, wow, Jacqueline. Hey, Sheila Willa. For those interested to eat right for your blood type book, they carry it in most libraries. Oh, okay. Got you, Big Niecy. I was 18 minutes late from this live stream because I was finished cooling No, finishing cooking dinner. I know that's right. I got to get on it to where I do exactly what you're doing. When I was growing up, my grandma had, when I woke up at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, my granny already had dinner made. Dinner was coming out off the stove and out the oven, you know, and that's what I got to get back to because I got too many things to do, you know. I got to film for 2 channels. I got to do so much. So prioritizing is another thing. Getting rest, sleep is another thing that's good for weight loss. If you're trying to lose weight, you got to get some rest. You got to sleep. You got to, and I didn't say sleep during the day. You got to go to bed earlier at night if you can. If you work at night, then you got to get you enough rest in the morning when you get off work. You got to get you some rest. Dinner's done. I understand. Hey, Ava J. Hey, honey bun. So, y'all, that's what I wanted to let y'all know. I wanted to talk to y'all about that. All I can do is give my information, give you about my life and the things that I have experienced. And yeah, so you was able to see my gut in the flesh. And we're gonna see about, and like I say, as far as I know, I'm healthy, thank God. I don't have any issues, but I want to keep it that way, you know. Just gotta work on my vitamin D and my iron pretty much. But I know without having a gallbladder, you gotta keep your liver good. I didn't have no fatty liver or nothing when I had my physical in March. So those are things we gotta pray. You gotta pray about keeping things because you got people that'll pray for your downfall and stuff. And you know, I'm gonna tell you this. When I say people will pray for your downfall, you gotta understand everybody that pray don't pray to God. Some people pray that's praying negativity, they're praying to Satan. And I'm gonna say this real quick. Satan can come in so many different ways, and you will think it's from God. Satan know how to come in and change your mind. You know why Satan is so good at what he do? Satan was an angel. He was a spirit. He used to be good. He changed. So if Satan used to be good and he changed to be the what he is now, what you think about man? What do you think about these creatures walking around this earth doing everything under the sun? Some of them used to be good. They changed. Some of them that always been bad changed for the good. So you gotta look. Sometimes when you, or even with food and something, when you told, oh, yeah, I'm gonna eat that, everybody else eat it, and I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna live my life. God ain't told you to go over there and eat all that junk that you ain't supposed to eat. But Satan made your mind think that it was all right because everybody else do it. So you got to look at it in different ways, so many different ways. Try to have discipline, okay? Try to have discipline. And one thing I'm practicing is peace. If you're not bringing me peace and happiness, you can't be around me. And if you have to be around me and ain't bringing me peace and happiness, I have learned how to turn that thing off. I will walk off. I will walk away. I have learned that I am not going to let no creature living on this earth, this imperfect world, continue to make me unhappy. We have enough issues in our life, in everyday life, that we have to deal with. And I'm not going to let nobody sit around and concoct and conjuring up stuff and want to see me unhappy. Okay? That's another thing that plays with our weight gain and stuff. Stress. I can't stress that enough. Okay, so we're all blessed to be, no matter what you're going through, you're able to watch this live stream or be up. That means you're living. You're amongst the living. That's a blessing right there. If you're amongst the living, we are too blessed in just that field to be stressed. And you got some old devilish, devious people that will sit around. Some will see you every day, and some would see you on this platform and just say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, just praying on your downfall. But one thing we need to do is pray to God, because Satan and nobody else can outdo God. You go fight with him and see who gonna win. Go fight with God and see who gonna win. You not. I can guarantee you that. I can bet my last dollar that you ain't gonna win. May seem like it, but you're not gonna win. So God want us to be happy. Everybody say, I'm doing what God say do. I'm going, do this, but you're not happy. Do this. God want us to be happy. Let's follow that trait. Let's do, if you try to live right by God by doing what you know He want. He want us to be happy. And He gives us these resources to be happy. But we follow man. We follow society. And we do what they want us to do. We look the way they want us to look. We do, because we don't want to be talked about by them. Man, forget it. I don't care what no creature, and I'm going to say creature and polecat, because if I call you that, that means you're negative towards me. So I'm not talking to everybody. I'm not calling everybody a creature or a polecat. I'm calling the ones that's downright devious and sit up and they don't have a conscience. They just want to make it hard for people and just play on people's emotions and stuff. Them some old polecats. Okay? Them the creatures I'm talking about. And we got a whole world full of them. Okay? You don't know the extent that people go to see you down. You don't know the extent. I experienced an individual that texts me mess when I go live. And I know the individual be watching me. You watching me and you looking for me to look at my phone and you texting me some old off the wall mess, some old mess, and you sitting there laughing. I'm looking at she bothered. Guess what? I have people that do that. So I know what I'm talking about. Because they miserable. And they trying to do nothing with their life. Y'all don't know the extent. That's how I can tell you what I'm telling you. And the minute you call them out on it, you the problem. You the problem. That's manipulation. People sit back and that's what they live and thrive off. They live and thrive off in that. Plenty of time. I'm just not saying nothing. When you see me pick up my phone, and y'all may see me like, because I done got a stupid text. But time I go live. And that's for they sitting there in my live watching me. And let me mess with her. It's going to show to everybody. Y'all don't understand the extent that people ain't got nothing else going for them. And it's up to us to let them people go. No matter who they are. Let them go. And if one you can't let go, then you just figure out another way to not be bothered. Not be bothered. That's easy to do. Ignore them. If it's somebody that's close to you, and I'm just gonna say, if it's somebody in your household, if you got a wife that does that to you, if you got a husband that does that to you, long as they ain't physically bothered, like touching you or nothing like that, ignore it. You know, there are spouses and stuff that gets petty. Y'all know I ain't lying. Ignore it. But for them that's not in your household and you peep out the little stuff and it's causing you stress and stuff, man, let that go. I'm doing it. Let that go. I may not be the swiftest to the bunch mentally sometimes, but not most of the time. And when I see something, I can automatically, yep, thought you was slick. Yep, that ain't gonna ride. Not today, not tomorrow. People do it. That's what they thrive off from. And all those things can mess up your day. It can mess up your energy. You trying to focus on your lifestyle. You trying to be happy. And people don't want to see that. And sometimes it's the ones you know closely don't want to see that. Talking about you behind your back every chance to everybody they come across and all that lying. You just don't know. It's people, stranger. If a stranger can do it, if a person that you know can do it to you, a stranger can do it. It's up to us to get ourselves together physically, mentally, and spiritually. Because a lot of these people you aiming to please, they don't love God. They working for Satan. When they say they praying and you know that person doing more devilment than anything, he ain't praying to God. He may think he is. He praying to Satan. Everybody that say they are Christian ain't no Christian. I don't care how good anybody can quote the Bible. I tell you, I'm not perfect at all. Now I try to strive and practice and do what I can. I can't quote everything in the Bible. I can't do none of that. Okay, I'm working on it, but I can't do none of that. But I know how to treat people. I know to treat people with kindness. That's how I was raised, and that's common sense. And sometimes you can't treat people with kindness. You can try, but then they kind of push that out the window, and that's where the other part of me come out at. But just right off bat, that's the way we're supposed to be. And everybody ain't like that. So every time somebody come and say, well, God say this, I be looking like, now I know you just changed like 5 minutes ago. And I know what you was doing the other day. I see what you do. I see how you handle yourself. I see how you care for others. I'm not going to judge, but I ain't stupid. See, a lot of people say don't judge. You ain't judging nobody just because you see through what's going on. That's not judging them. You see what's going on. Now, it'll be judging if I say you ain't going to never change or something like that. Then I'm just, because I don't know. People can change. But people get mad with you because you see they BS. They get mad with you because you see that. And I'm one of them. I was raised by my granny. I was raised by an old soul. I'm 37 with an old soul. But I still have that 37. I still always had my youth in me too. Hence, I made stupid mistakes. But I can honestly say there's a lot more that made way more, stupid mistakes than me. But it's just the fact that you have to watch. And that's, if it's one thing, being so kind and stuff can be good and it can be bad because people take advantage of that. People think they can walk all over you and say whatever they want to you because you're kind-hearted. And if they see you trying to live your life right and you don't do the things that they do, that's another invitation they feel like to treat you any kind of way. But I'm not finna do that. That's one part I got to work on because I'll get you straight if I feel like it's just to the point where I done had enough. I'll get you straight. Yeah, I'll get you straight. Because I'm not going to continue to be passive forever, and you just constantly do it. But see, that ain't the godly way like getting somebody straight. So what I would say is I'll just not have you in my life. You're not in my circle. Then I don't have to get you together. I don't have to get you together. And then that's one more thing I got to pray to God about it, ask for forgiveness for. I just might as well just not deal with you, ignore you, just cut off. And I'm good about cutting off. It takes me a long time to cut somebody off, but when I do it, and I'm done. I got people on my Facebook that life ain't changed. They still doing the same old stuff. We done fought through high school. Yes, I said high school. We done fought through high school. But when you show me as grown, you still got those same traits and those same characteristics. And now you sending me friend requests. Man, I got friend requests been on there since 2014. No. We not finna do this and grown and grown. We not finna do. You know? I don't have that problem. When I know you have not changed in no type of way. That's my phone. You can grab it. Let the garage up and go around that way. Go through the garage. So yeah, so let me see y'all comments. Then I'm gonna get off, y'all. Let's see. It's done. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a chef, but I love cooking and feeding my visitors. My way, Jacqueline. Oh, talking back and forth. Definitely need a nap. Yes. Don't give Satan too much credit. LOL, we have. And a lot of people do not do that. I hear you traveling through. Hey, Cynthia Murray. Preach, I love it. I hear you traveling through. People want to see you come out of your character, but don't do it. Keep smiling, enjoy life, and it will make that pole cat mad. I know, right? Old pole cats. Birdie say, man, I have to take vitamin D and iron pills that are prescribed by my doctor. The ones that were prescribed by my doctor, the iron, man, it did a dilly on my gut. I took 2 of them things and I can't do it. I cannot do it. Some folks pray for your downfall. That's why it's not, honey, my address. Put it over there. I thought you was gonna leave it in there. Okay. Hold up, I don't think this is my phone. It got your name at the top. I see it. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. It just looked funny. Okay. Yes it is. That's why it's good to ask everyone to pray for you. That's why it's not good. Yeah, I don't never ask nobody to pray for me. Unless it's a close family member. No. Messages. Homeopathic vitamins. About. Never heard of it traveling through. I know I'm trying to do everything with food though. Natural as possible. Thank you for putting the wish list in the chat, PNG. Oh yeah, well, my faith don't even practice that. People touching your head while praying, my faith don't practice out. Nobody, no, you too close to me to do that. I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm just saying my faith. I ain't never had nobody touch my head while they praying, and even if I was on another one, they're still a human being, an imperfect human being, and I do not need you touching me. You too close. I don't like letting people get too close, get in my no. It was how I was brought up, and I have my reasons. I don't want you touching me, and I don't want you too close to me. I don't want you giving me anything and that came directly from you. A lot of y'all ask about why I no longer have a PO box. No. I don't need nothing coming directly from people in their houses. So I have an Amazon wish list. You can order through the wish list and have things on there that many kids like or would like to have. If you want to donate that way, you can order through the wish list. And the wish list, Amazon or the store will send it to my location, to my my address on file. But as for things coming directly from people, I had to cut that. I've always, but I've always been like that. But I did have two things that come from people, and that was another reason, not the only reason, but another reason why I said no. Because people can watch you, and like I say, you can have so many people that's genuine. You can have that one person that can't stand you. No. I be careful what I bring in my house and have in my. No, and that's just me. That's just me. So mm-mm. So don't give me none. Don't send me through Amazon. Order through Amazon and send me that way. I don't. I'm good. I'm good. I don't trust people like that. I don't trust, and it is some nice, genuine people. Like I said, I got somebody, I don't know if you can see, it's a long box back there. Somebody, or I know it's that what it is. Somebody ordered it off at the wish list, and I know it's got to be for summer because that's the only thing that was on it that would have been that long, and it graded out that somebody had purchased it. So I probably opened it up today, and it'll be on a vlog. I hope you left a note so I can shout you out, whoever did it. But that's why I do everything through my wish list. I need to add more stuff on there, but that is why I do it. That's why I don't allow nobody to send me none personally because I don't know who it's coming from, what your motive is, and what your intentions. No. So that's just the way I was brought up. Okay, so um, you have to be careful. You literally have to be careful. And pray and pray and pray and pray genuinely to God. You gotta pray, but you gotta make sure you're doing what you need to do too. Thank you for whoever's giving me the hearts. I appreciate it. Um, Link of the new channel is in the chat. Like I said, it's pinned up there. Give me a few minutes and I'll be going live on that channel. So I gotta redo that garden tour. That's the plan. So do a full garden tour. I need to redo that garden tour. But I need to have lunch first. So if you subscribe to that channel, you should get the notification, hopefully. So go over and subscribe to my garden channel. No gardening over here. And yeah, y'all. So I enjoyed this live stream. I will see y'all in the next one if it's God's will. Y'all be safe, and I hope y'all. KA, just watch the replay. I did a reveal and stuff like that. Just watch the replay. It's all right. Y'all be safe, and I will see y'all in the next one if it's God's will. Okay, bye. Mwah.